Welcome to one of our further masterclasses, and this occasion we're going to be talking about covering the surface of many items. We can cover just about anything with anything, and it's as simple as this. In this little design I've got a couple of cabinets and a box from Advanced Graphics. Now the secret with changing the covering of any one part of a drawing is that you need to give the object permission first. So I'm going to click on this box. You'll notice I am in perspective to do this, and I'm going on to the Items tab and then Settings, and here, just there, Surface Coverings, I need to tick that to enable it to be covered in the surface. And then I can go up to Insert, and you'll notice then that surface covering is enabled. We've given it permission, and as soon as I select it, the red box has gone from around that box. And having now chosen to give permission to that box, we can select the Insert tab and select the surface. So choosing to select surface, I can click on the front face, the top face, perhaps either of the sides, and as you can see, each one of them has been enabled, so I can choose to just select one surface. Having chosen that surface, it's then a case of going to our coverings, and in here is the ability to choose the item surface, and having chosen that, and it now offers us the material palette that may be or may not be familiar to you, but I can come in here at any time and choose a range of tiles, perhaps from Advanced Graphics. It tells me that the tile previously chosen is going to be changed, and that's fine. I need to add to that, and in here there are a number, because we are choosing the flooring, floor tiling, wood colors, anything that we would want it to be. Perhaps I might go in there and choose some herringbone flooring. There's my herringbone, and I can say OK, and it tells me that it was scanned in from a meter squared pattern, and there's my pattern. I can confirm that's my choice, and you can see that surface now being rendered. So with that in mind, I can select my surface again, choose the top surface, going up to coverings, item surface once more. Here's my square, there's my previous choice. I can delete it, I can add to it, and further I can come in here and now ignore the selection of tiles and floors, but to suggest that I could manage my own surfaces, and these surfaces are the one I've already scanned in previously. But I could choose, if I wanted to import an image, just this design, or an image for every design thereafter, or to delete any one of these that have already been selected. Perhaps I might just go through here and select or delete some of these choices, and I can go in there now and go back to the area that I've got these scanned surfaces in, and perhaps I might want to go and choose another tile, and I can open that folder and perhaps come in here and choose that particular tile, and there it is. It's there for the future, but it's not being displayed here on the left because I haven't checked marked display my surface materials, and there it is. There is my choice, and there it is being brought into that area, but you can see that it's far too big, and that's because it was scanned in with a meter square choice. Now if I suppose that these tiles were perhaps 100 mil, I can then choose OK, And you can begin to see now that they are a little bit more of what you might expect. And there are my tiles on the front surface. Now these are two extreme examples, and we can get even more silly. And I can select this double base unit, and going up to settings once again, all of this is found in the items tab, and I need to give it once again permission. Having given that permission, I can go to insert and select my surface. The emphasis is gone from around that base unit. All I need to do is to check the surface. It follows the outside marking of that inner panel, and then I can come in here and item surface. It's showing me what I've had previously, but I can come through here and choose again advanced graphics, and again it's going to go through my selections of flooring all the way down through the various grades, and perhaps I might want to go and choose a red oak just to contrast that panel. There it is. It's telling me it was scanned in at 100, and there is my red panel inserted in there. So those are a couple of examples of what you can do with these surface coverings. And now I'm going to demonstrate just one more time, just to recap. I'm going to select the worktop. I'm going into items and settings to give it permission. Having chosen that worktop, given it permission, if I then come up to insert and select the surface, the red emphasis box will disappear. I can click the front surface, and that, don't forget, could be the side surface as well, or alternatively they could be done differently. I can check out, and it's offering me that red box once again. I can delete that surface, I can add, and there was my last few choices. And I might just come through here and choose a completely different contrast color, and I'm going to go and choose green hickory, and there are my choices, and here I can confirm that that's the case, and once again we can render, and you can see the difference in color. So I hope you've enjoyed this brief explanation about how we can cover the surfaces from one to another very easily. But please remember, there are basic rules. You must give the object permission, and that's found by clicking on a surface and then choosing items and settings, giving it permission. Once you've given it permission, then you can go up and select the surface, whatever surface you choose, and then go and choose the item surface. And there is an example. I can delete that one. I can add perhaps a completely different and say OK. And just to emphasize how flexible this system is, I can even come in here and choose to give this pattern the opportunity to work on my worktop. So there we are. I do hope you've enjoyed that, and please look out for further masterclasses.